In 1936, Sioux City's Gordon Drive Viaduct is starting to show its age. State transportation officials have plans to replace that aging span.
The Iowa DOT presented options to the Sioux City City Council during Monday night's meeting. KTV's Connor Drett was at that meeting. So Connor, what did DOT actually present to the council?
Well, just the presentation showed the board members proposals for potential additions that would go along with the new Gordon Drive Viaduct, with construction slated to begin in 2028. Iowa DOT brought 3 proposals to the council. Those proposals included a 3-lane stretch from Leach Avenue to Dace Avenue, a 4-way cul-de-sac on Leach Avenue, and a full reconstruction of Cunningham Drive from Gordon Drive to Leach Avenue. The DOT said these options can be added a la carte, meaning you can add 1, 2, all 3, or none of these options to go along with the new viaduct. Council members agreed that before they make any decisions on the development, they'll first get feedback from landowners and business owners around the current viaduct at a meeting set for April 30th.
We want to get their input first before we go any further with the alignment and different parts of this huge project that we have before us. So I think we're going to wait probably till it might be into May or June or even this fall when we really can start having a serious hearing.
At the meeting, members of the City Council asked for physical copies of all the proposals in order to go down to the viaduct themselves to better determine their plan with or without these additions.
I mean, it's a huge project. It's an extremely important project to the city of Sioux City, and we want to do it right. And we want to do it right the first time. The diagrams are helpful, the maps are helpful, but you can't do better than actually walking the site.
Iowa DOT says that all 3 of these options would still work regardless of the council's decision on the location of the new viaduct, either in the same area as the existing one or in this area to the south. But first things first, they'll need to talk with the landowners and get their input on April 30th.